Good afternoon, everybody. Bob Iacchino along with Mike Arnold, co-founders of Pat Trading Partners, for an afternoon Pat Chat covering the futures market, April 5th. So what happened today? Wow, what happened today? A couple of things happened today. We had the crude inventories. That is the EIA, the Energy Information Administration inventories, and they didn't quite match yesterday's API numbers. The crude inventories from the EIA actually rose 1.6 million barrels, with the expectations of a decrease of 435,000 barrels. We also had gasoline stockpiles fall 618,000 barrels. That ends a streak of 3 weeks in a row of multi-million barrel draws in gasoline. So the analysts expected a 1.4 million barrel drop. Probably of larger news than that, the FOMC minutes came out. And within those FOMC minutes were a couple of concerning things. Number one being that the Fed clearly is looking at equity price levels again, because they talked in the minutes about equities being at high prices. That bothers me whenever I hear a Fed talk about where equity prices are versus inflation and employment. But also they talked about getting ready to shrink the balance sheet. So what does that mean? We all heard about the taper. The taper basically was when they stopped purchasing new assets. Now they have this north of $2 trillion balance sheet. And in order to reduce that, when asset classes, or rather securities and bonds that they've bought, expire, they're no longer going to roll those proceeds into new ones to cover that expiration. They're just going to let them expire. Now, they haven't put forth a plan yet, but it said in the meeting minutes that this was something that they could begin doing. When you combine this with weak numbers, which we've had mixed data now. We haven't had weak data, but we've had mixed data. We've got non-farm on Friday. If you combine that, that could really spook the market, and it did today. The Nasdaq actually set a new record intraday high and then fell negative. Nasdaq led the markets up and then led them again back down. The Dow and the S&P actually had the biggest intraday reversal in 14 months. So let me turn it over to Mike to let you know what he is seeing in terms of price action.
Okay, thank you very much, Bob. So, first off, the transports rallied up strong this morning. Then they sold off in the afternoon. You can see they ran up straight to our 12.5% GAN extension around the 92.08 level and then fell back down. What we're looking for tomorrow, let me update some of my levels. If it continues lower tomorrow, next major area 9056. Then we have a prior significant level at 9024. Below that, 9007, we have a cluster, GAN cluster, pretty much dead on. And then below that, we have 8953. On a rally, we can watch for a retest of the 9170, the 9170 level, and then all the way back up to the highs from today, right around 9210 area. We have the GAN level and the highs. So that's what we're looking for in the transports. In the industrials, again, same story. Pretty big reversal move. So if we continue back lower again tomorrow, we're looking for 2610 to 2590 being support. That's 20,610 to 20,590. Next level below there is 20,563. And if we get below there, we have a flattening 50 and a prior bottom coming in right around 2523, 20,523. On a rally, watch for first a retest and some possible resistance right around the 20,793 to 28,000 area. We have that trend line which was pierced today, but we did not close above it. Then the next level higher again would be the highs from today, right around 20,887. Over to the S&P. S&P, same story. So, actually closing down right on a very key level, which was a prior target area and prior resistance becoming support again. So 2345, very key. Further sell-off tomorrow, watch for 2343, followed by 2340, which is this low right in here. Then we have GAN area. All in here, we have a GAN rotation area, which could provide support. Rising trend line, flattening 50. The bottom of that GAN support level is around 2337, coming in right around with the 50. If that is broken, next level below that is 2332, and then we really don't have much until this prior low, which comes in at 2317.75. Finally, over to the Nasdaq. You see made new highs today. We were talking about the 54.72 GAN level. It pierced through that and then fell back down. So we're going to adjust some of our levels now. If we continue our pullback tomorrow, we have key support. We have a rising 21, the beginning of our static GAN level rotation zone right around 53.98. If that is broken, 53.78 is the next key level. And then if that's broken, we're looking at the possibility of going all the way down to 53.43.20 area. On a rally, watch for resistance right around the 54.54 level again. And then a retest of today's highs, which come in at 54.81.25. Finally, over to crude. Pretty much the same picture. Rallied up. We've mentioned the 51.62 level multiple times. Got through there and then closed lower, back down below our trend line. None of these are redrawn yet. We can actually take this one off. And we closed pretty much at a significant level. If we continue to pull back, next key areas we're looking for the 50.41, then we have the first cross rising rotation zone coming in right around the 50.08 level, and if that's broken, we're looking at around 49.50. On a rally back up above this trend line, again 51.68, then retest of today's highs right around 51.88. So that's what we're covering today. I'm going to turn it back over to you. Thank you very much. Back to you, Bob.
Thank you, Michael. Hope you're enjoying the Path Chats. We will have a new AM Path Chat out tomorrow for April 6th. This is Bob Iacchino along with Mike Arnold. And again, thanks for watching. Cheers, everyone.